Hello, good morning, happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me for another Saints and Angels Oracle deck reading for our week to come. It is 30th of May. My hair is crazy. It's a wonderful day for the final reading. What a good flavoring for energy and creativity and inspiration, change up and shake ups to take us through this week into June. Our final will have a long stretch with the chariot theme. I mentioned last week not realizing that it was a 5-week month and how nicely that went along with the symbology of the chariot. And here we are. I wasn't even thinking. It's literally an extra long week, you know. But wait, there's more. It's one of those commercials. But wait, there's more, you know. So here we are in sort of the bonus week, taking us from May into June in this chariot theme still. And what a great day to have the reading on the 30th, this graduated 3 energies, right? With a great 0 next to it. So lots of inspirational energies, innovation, childlike changes, seeing things in different ways, opposing things coming together in different ways than expected of you, maybe your perceptions, and being able to see differently because of that is a huge kind of 30 theme. So yeah, and in the 5-month, of course, May is such a wonderful month, such fiery energy in general. So we have the chariot theme for the whole month, just for anybody, for recapping, but also new people, or if you're just tuning into my channel. I do these readings every Friday, but we do sort of link them with a monthly theme card. So next Friday, we'll have a new theme for June, so hope to see you next week for that. But here, like I'm saying now, we've got this a triad of decades. I love that. I've been thinking so much of the triad of creation lately, and just to see that as well. So we have this great 3 space, the triangle, the strongest, first real shape kind of that we have. Coming together, yeah, and leading us in the reading today and in the energies that we have to carry us through the week. It's wonderful, strong energies. So excited to see what my beautiful cards will love to speak on. But first, let's do what I like to do, which is to encourage us to become a good and gracious audience before we actually open up the cards and shuffle and choose a card. And so by that, I'm going to lead us in a little meditation. I'm going to close my eyes. You're free to watch the video if you want to, but I would encourage you to close your eyes if you're comfortable, if you're in a place that you can. If that's not your thing, you can just relax your gaze gently. If you're doing something else, it's not hypnosis, so don't worry. You can be driving or whatever. But the point is really, like I mentioned, to become a good audience. And what does that mean? To stop doing other things and distractions, and to focus our attention for moments, first inwardly, so that we can make sure that we don't have any other things going on. We can sort of set things aside, pragmatically, literally, and then to be focused in our mind state and open in receivership, sort of as working the antenna that we really are, part of our instrument of the human being is this antenna-like reception and listening, right? So encouraging good tuning skills of that. Let's practice together and get down to business. So close my eyes, and let's all just take a few breaths, and let's use that snow globe image. Like your day, see it in a snow globe, all the things already that have brought you up to now, all of the thoughts and to-dos like that snow or glitter, that styrofoam within it. Shake it up, see it flying around, busy, chaotic, and then set it down. Land here now. Let Let your breath relax you as you watch that slow falling, that gentle, graceful landing of all of that snow, of all of the thoughts. Maybe even you become that image inside the snow globe for a moment. See it all falling around you and landing on you, even like you are a statue. You're so still. Breathe gently. Slowly, really allowing yourself the breath you need, but at a gentle pace. Lift the corners of your mouth just slightly. Let that statue give that inner smile. The Mona Lisa. A tiny secret. Maybe it turns into a full-blown smile because you know your own. It's so good, isn't it? Savor it, breathe into the now, breathe into that knowing. And if the knowing isn't there quite yet, just breathe into the stillness and know that truth. For that is where the knowing comes from anyway. See all the final little flakes making their way to the ground, leaving a clear scene around you. It's just your room, it's the place you're in right now even. But see it more clearly, like a beautiful scene. A chosen scene, so precious and beautiful, an artist created it inside a snow globe to capture it, remember and view it at their own pleasure and designation. Know that the Creator has captured you in this moment. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. For we are all beautiful in our own ways, unique, unlike any other. No one is sitting in your place and space right now, other than you. Let's just take a few gracious, grateful, peaceful, attentive, and appreciative moments here on our own, just witnessing and accepting it. The rough spots, the hard edges, all along with the beauty. See the calm, beautiful waters around you, so still in that snow globe with nothing disturbing the scene. Breathe into it and allow that beautiful stillness flow in and through you, just as you are a part of this image, the snow globe depiction. Breathe into the now, feeling the interconnectedness, the porous fluidity. Know that love is in the waters, is in the ether, is in the air around us at all times. Breathe it in. Feel its support around you, within you. And know that your breath out is a gift. It gives back love. It fulfills and sustains that water, the air, the love around us, the ether. You're giving back just by breathing, just by being. And you are loved just for that. Take a moment to give yourself thanks, give your lungs thanks, give your heart thanks. Maybe you'd like to bring your hands together at the heart or in thanks. Give the air around you thanks. Thank you for committing and joining into this practice. If you are lacking in gratitude or love, know that I offer mine freely, infinitely, for we stand on the electrodes of a universe of energy, and love is mine to give freely to all, and I do, for I know that love is infinite within all of us because we are universal. So I thank you for yours, thank myself for mine. Let's wiggle our hands. Fingers and toes, excuse me, gotten caught up. Prepare to open your eyes and I will ring my bowl. We come back to the moment. To here and now. Take out my deck and we can individually, as a group, collectively thank these cards individually, collectively, and as a group for their energies, their love and light. We thank you for your audience and for your ever-presence, for your present moments. We thank you for joining our present moments. And we ask if you could, through these beautiful cards, these wonderful tools, offer us a message of support or guidance, of advice, something for us to anchor into or to use like a North Star through this transitory week into June 2025, May 30th. If you'd like to give a final word under our wonderful theme of the Chariot, we thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, shuffle them up a bit here. I think I'll take them down. I feel a little, ooh, bubbly, yes. Well, it's bubbly, it's brave, it's be brave, and we've had that one recently too. Repeats. I love to see repeats sometimes because they give us signatures, reminders of things that we were going through at the moment, at that time, energies, similarities. Sometimes it's even straight contrasts. Look where you were then and look where you are now, you know? So let's see the last time we had Be Brave. I think it was a pairing. Oh no, it was alone. It was, April, last month on the 25th. Wow, okay. So, basically, last month to this month kind of messaging to be brave. Let's see. I'll read the message today out of the book and see if there's any kind of key terms, phrases, maybe sentences that stick out for myself and for anyone listening, of course. And it's on 15, half of 30, and we have a repetition here. I love that. Now I'm just skipping around. What am I doing? Fine, 15. Although it may feel as if you're unsafe or in the dark, your guardian angel assures you that you are completely safe, protected, and guided. Don't be fooled by illusions of fear. Instead, be courageous and shore up your personal strength. There's a blessing in this situation. And by focusing on finding that benefit, you're sure to discover it. That is a lesson for all of life, that I feel like if everyone could kind of accept that silver lining, roll with the punches mentality, what a courageous society we would have, right? Imagine the repercussions of that if we could see people standing in this. We see some of it, and we have seen we saw sort of a flare-up, I feel, 2020, a bit 2021, even because it took people a little while to really, but we've kind of been rocked back asleep a little, but we'll see, collectively speaking. But some of us, we try to do our thing every day and stand in truth and be brave, right? Someone who you've been presently intimidated by may soon prove to be a loyal ally. Do your best to see God within everyone, within the situation, and within yourself. There's truly nothing to fear in these circumstances. It's actually an opportunity for you to grow stronger and more experienced, and for you to develop higher self-esteem. Don't run from conflict, but face it with grace and love. Pray and ask for heavenly help, and it's assured. The situation will resolve itself rapidly in a miraculous way. Your role is to stay positive, speak your truth, and be brave. I'm glad I read that out loud. So many beautiful little synchronicities, so many inside jokes, personal winks, those little nods or tilt to the hat that you catch across the room with somebody you two only kind of get it thing, so wonderful to feel that enlivenment in reality, and to know that our own lives are really full of that. We each have a chance to make our lives full of that. And I think one thing finally I'll say bravely enough for my own way to speak my truth on this, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. When I hear, and I know I have an inside joke and with myself, when I mention all of these sort of signatures, I don't mean them in a way to take away from any other, as if they don't deserve to have their own, or that they don't have their own. In fact, I say it in a great knowing that everyone does have their own, should have their own kinds, and encourage them to have their own because they feel wonderful. And it doesn't take away one bit from anybody else's shine or from anybody else's love. Just like when we breathe, it doesn't take away air from anybody else's air. There's a false manipulations that want us to believe these tactics, want us to keep us fighting and divided and thinking it's winner takes all, or thinking it's some kind of finite amount to be rationed between. And in fact, it's not like that whatsoever. It's infinite. Energy is infinite and eternal. It's never ending. And thinking of the words I was inspired by in part of that meditation was Walter Russell in The Electrodes of the Universe. Power is mine to give by the wayside. All power is mine. And when we say these things, when these are our mantras, when we know this power of the universal power is eternal and everlasting, it's never a power that takes away from any other, because we all generate this power. And by generating the power, we are already giving in retribution, serving the abundant surplus, and in a kind and easy way that doesn't take away at all from me or from anybody else. And so why would, it doesn't work that way. But again, constructs of reality and the Matrix puppet show of the reality that we're jammed into has forced us into seeing these ways. And we've all sort of agreed and stepped down into the clubhouse in the middle of the afternoon. We've all gone in, we've closed the curtains, we've all sat in our little seats and got ready to watch this scary movie that our friends made, and we're getting into it, and we want to be into it because we really want to like their show maybe, or we want to be a good audience. But do we really want to be a good audience to that trash? They're not our friends. We have to forget, we're forgetting they're not our friends. That it's degradation, it's harmful. And why are we tricking ourselves day after day that we're inside a scary movie at midnight when it's beautiful and sunny, it's spring and noon? Let's go to the beach for a while. But again, if we choose to degrade and degenerate ourselves down into finite systems, debt-based enslavement, we're free to do that. And then the constraints would say that, how dare you say all power is yours, you're taking from others, you should have your exact ratio of what's deserved of you, and everybody should get the same clean cut thing. I feel that's it. Strong infringements and bad articulation of the law of one, distortions that are negatively aligned to self-service and segregation, that is detrimental to the whole, and it excludes others it's at the expense of some others, and I just don't drive with that, and I don't find that that's the only option or even a best option. It's one of infinite options, and it needs to stand in place of its ratio and gradient of where it belongs. I feel a lot of people over amplified it for no reason, or for great reasons, but that for their own great powered reasons, but not benevolently graceful great reasons. So hopefully this hits home for some. Hopefully it makes sense. Again, it's not anything that you step into once and you're done with anyway. It's a repetition daily. We have to renew ourselves in this and stand new. And once it becomes okay daily, I can try to do it daily and get there without dropping the ball. Then it turns into moment to moment, and a day is an infinite amount of time. It's like summer vacation all of a sudden all over again, and you're a little kid and the day lasts forever. And you have everything in front of you every morning like an adventure. And it's live in the moment, and the practice becomes much deeper, So that's my recognition to all. That's my own sort of thing for myself as well. Reminders in the great alchemy and transmutation that's available, that we're here to do, and that's really the purpose. So yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble here at the end of it. I've gotten a little away from the reading, but not really, because I'm inspired to speak my truth courageously through the cards as an expression of the wonderful Be Brave card for today. I'll show it one more time because it's just so pretty. I just love the coloration, the dark blues, the animals, and the one animal, but okay. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for joining me this morning. I hope you have beautiful Fridays, or whatever day of the week it is if you're finding me on another day. Have a wonderful day, evening. Thank you for your contribution to our collective. Thanks for witnessing mine, and I'll see you next time.